Hey everyone, Gil here at Camp Patton Family Compound. Well, I've been working on my indoor garden experiment, and it's back here, and I'm going to show you on it. But it's constantly evolving as I do things to say, oh, wait a minute, I should be doing this. It's like I said, it's a total experiment. And so it'll probably change a little bit more as the summer goes along. But hopefully I will be able to have stuff growing that when fall comes, I'll be able to keep it growing indoors. So I'll have tomatoes, lettuce, rainbow chard, basil, and a few other things on through the winter. All right, so let's go over here and take a look at it. All right, some of the things that have changed already from what I had originally. This little shelf unit over here and that one over there were flipped around, so they were actually touching in the middle. And I had the plywood on top of them completely, and two 15-gallon barrels on top of that. Then I realized once the tomatoes start growing, and I tried going to have to take it down, it may be awkward. I may damage the tomatoes, so I flipped the two shelves around, went ahead and lowered the barrels down where they're going to be anyways. And it actually wound up giving me more space on either side here to be able to do more plants. So what I got going right now is, let's get down here. I got one tomato planted there and another tomato planted there. They were the bigger ones. This one here is a little bit shorter, and I don't know if you can see the fuzzies up and down it. Well, I went and buried those, covering most of the fuzzies, and those fuzzies turned into roots. So what I'm probably going to do with this one here is put it in a 3-gallon, transfer it to a 3-gallon bucket, and when it warms up enough, give it to my daughter across the street to plant in her planter over there. So this is just a start here. The main idea was try to get tomatoes year round, and I expanded it a bunch. What I have here, I planted the seeds a couple days ago. For these, this one I planted over about a week ago, and this is just onions. I'm just doing some onion sets, getting started, so I can take them out apart and put them outside. And already, right there is a little green sprout coming up from the onion seeds in a week. This one here, I have a rainbow chard in it. These 4 here are Grand Rapids lettuce, and those 2 are basil. The basil, when they get bigger, I will plant down here in the companion plant with the tomatoes down there. But I wanted to make sure the tomatoes get going. And the reason I'm not planting those down there yet is I don't know whether or not the seeds will germinate. So if one germinates, the other one doesn't, then I'll plant another seed and try to get it going. Later on, the plan is the plywood will probably come off of there because right now I got the heating pad underneath the black tray to heat up the soil there for the seeds. But later on, I'll probably take it all off and put down. So I got some smaller or some lower barrels like these. I'll put down in front of it, closer to the windows, and I may try to do a cantaloupe in here. Over here, I have a 30 gallon barrel cut in half to 15 gallons, but this one's cut top to bottom instead of across the middle. And this was from that stuff I got about a year and a half ago. Maybe it was last spring. I'm not sure. I have to double check. Yeah, it was last spring. From the pig farmer that was going out, that was moving into the city and was retiring, and so I got all the barrels for free. And I bought the cattle panel from him. But this one here, I'm going to put those 4 lettuce over in here, make sort of like a zigzag pattern. So one here, one there, one here, and one over there. And I'm going to talk to my wife and find out whether or not, if she thinks I can plant some strawberries in here with it after the lettuce is going. On one of my trips to California, I'll pick up a couple strawberry plants from her, if that's okay, and I'll put it in there. If not, I got another one of these barrels, and I'll put it on this side over here and plant strawberries in it. So this is what I got going right now. Now what I did here, I went and got some 1-inch PVC pipe here. I just stuck it down inside the legs here. Let me show you this one here. See, this is just sticks right down in there. And I cut it so it's up just shy of the ceiling up here. I know it's kind of hard to see with the lights. So it's up there just shy of the ceiling. And what I can do is with the grow lights here, the LED grow lights, they're held up by chain. I can shorten the chain in several sections here, and I can just shorten it right on up here. And as the tomatoes grow, I can just raise that all up. Now I have two LED ones here, but then I have two of, let me show you over here on this one here. These are LED as well, but they're different frequency. And I found out last year that when I used the two in combination, the plants don't get long and leggy, and they grow like in normal sunlight. What I can also do though, I open up the blinds in the daytime so it gets sunlight coming in that way, as well as this, to help them grow and not get all leggy and stuff on it. So we're going to see how well this works. The tomatoes I planted here are Romas, and they're supposed to be climatized for East Idaho. If these start getting too big, too long and tall and everything, and start getting all the way up here, I may wind up taking one out, and I'm going to try to find some dwarf Romas and plant a dwarf Roma, and then when it gets going, then I'll take the other one down and replace it if I need to, if I can't trim it back and keep it under control. But so, and I got a bunch more bulbs down here, grow lights that I can use, and in the black case under there, I got 5 more of these work light units here that I can use for doing it. Now, as you can see here, I just got it clamped on here and tied, use some tie around here. What I can do, if I need to, for the tomatoes and stuff, as that raises up, I can clamp some of the others on the side down here lower, so that it's getting light down below as well as the light from up above. Now with the LED work lights up here, it should round out the color spectrum to be really good for the plants. Knock on wood. This is all part of my experiment. We're all going to learn together as I post these videos on how it's coming along and what's going on here. Now one thing I do have here, so I got 2 spray bottles here. This is just plain water, and this one has an Epsom salt mixture in it. And so once a week I'll spray each of the little pots there, give it a couple squirts with the Epsom salt mixture. And once the plants come up, once a week I'll spray the leaves, because I read an article on that saying that helps them grow good and keeps mildew and leaf rot and stuff from setting on different plants. So, well, hopefully this will all work, and I hope you enjoy my trial and error here, and hopefully you'll learn something from it, because right now all the tomatoes and stuff you get in the grocery store aren't grown in America. They're imported, and so they're picked green and brought in and sprayed with chemicals to ripen in shipment. So this is going to be all natural vegetables here, and so hopefully this will all work, and it'll work good. All right, so with that, stay happy, stay safe, keep on adding to your preps, and plant a garden. See you next time.